everybody, today on Henry's Tattoos I'm going to show you how to make country fried steak. Let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to do my recipe based on 500 grams of round steak. Now these are just sliced about 1 centimeter thick. What we need to do is pound those, but before we do that we'll make our actual breading. So we'll set this aside for now. And just in a bowl here I've got 2 cups of plain flour. So we're going to season our flour with 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of sweet paprika, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and finally we'll add half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. We're just going to mix this all together, get that well combined. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So we'll make our egg wash now, so we'll set this aside. So just into another bowl, we'll start by cracking in 2 whole eggs. And we'll add in 1 cup of full cream milk to this. Now just give that a whisk and get everything well combined. Just like so. Alright, so we'll set that aside for now as well. Alright guys, so we're going to do the steaks one at a time. So we'll cover with some cling wrap. And just using a meat tenderizer, we just want to pound it. Okay, so that's pretty much what we want. Nice and thin. And we'll just continue with all of them. Alright guys, so our meat's all nice and tenderized and ready to work with now. So what we're going to do is bring back our flour mixture, and I've got our egg wash here. Now very simple, we're going to dredge them and we're going to place them onto another tray. So we'll grab 1 piece of our meat, and I find the easiest way to do this is use 1 hand for your flour, 1 hand for the egg wash. So I'm using my left hand now. Put that into the flour. Make sure you get a good covering all over, because everything needs to stick perfectly. Shake off any excess, and we'll swap hands. Dip it into our egg wash. Give it a good coating like so. And then back into this hand, I will dredge it in the flour. Make sure it's nicely coated all over. Okay, and shake off any excess and we'll place it onto our tray. And we just want to repeat that with all of our meat. Alright guys, so just into a large frying pan on a medium to high heat, we're going to add about 1 cup of oil. Now this can be deep fried, but I prefer not to do that. Shallow fry, it just comes out better. Now we want to wait for that to heat up. Now you want the oil to come up about half a centimeter of your pan. So if you need to add more, go ahead. Alright guys, so once your oil heats up, we're going to slowly add our steaks in. Now you want it to bubble like that straight away. If it doesn't, take it back out. And I'm just going to do 2 at a time, because we don't want to overflow our pan. And we'll give it a little move around, make sure it doesn't stick. Guys, basically we want to cook it for about 2 minutes on each side. Now in the meantime we're going to preheat our oven to about 120 degrees Celsius. Alright guys, so we're at the 2-minute mark now. As you can see, the sides are starting to go nice and golden brown. That's what we want. This was the first one we put in, so we'll carefully flip that over. How beautiful does that look? And the same with this one. And just look at that. So another 2 minutes on this side. Alright guys, so we're at the 2-minute mark again. So what we're going to do is carefully take these out and just place them into a tray and leave them in the oven just so they stay warm while we continue. And we'll just continue to cook the rest of these. So guys, what we're going to do now is empty this oil, but leave all the dark bits on the bottom of the pan. That's where all the flavor is. We don't want to waste that. So you don't need to scrub this where it's just brand new clean. Just get rid of the excess oil. Alright guys, so back on our stove and we're just on a low heat now. I'm going to add in about 3 tablespoons of butter. We just want to melt that through. Once your butter has melted, we're going to add in about 3 tablespoons of plain flour. Just straight in. All we're going to do is mix the two together and combine them, and what we're doing is making a roux, and that will be the base of our gravy. So we'll just continue stirring until it's thickened up. Okay, so that's looking very nice. So at this point I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of cream. And we'll just stir that through. And I'm also going to add in 1 cup of full cream milk. And all we're going to do, guys, is cook this until it's nicely thickened up. This should only take about 2 to 3 minutes, but you just want to keep on stirring. Alright guys, and there we have it. Our gravy is ready, so we'll turn the heat off. And we'll just add a pinch of salt to this. And about a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. We'll just mix that through. And there we have it. Now let's serve. Alright guys, so I'm just going to do mine on a base of mashed potato. Next we'll add 2 pieces of our country fried steak. Just like so. And we'll top this up with a dollop of our gravy. And try not to make a mess as you're doing so. Presentation is key. And there we have it, guys. A very, very simple dish, but you know what, it is very satisfying. And sometimes the simplest recipes are the best. Okay guys, and that's my take on a country fried steak. As I said, it's a very simple dish, very rustic, but you know what, it's something everybody enjoys. Let's give it a try and make sure. Literally just melts in your mouth, just like that. I hope you like that, guys. Please like, share and subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook, Snapchat and Instagram. I'll see you all next time.